work on it, he'd sit on a bag of straw.
Operating now, once he sort of goes through here, someone's taking it off. The other thing I would like to know. You must have lost a bit of weight by now, another time you've been up and down now, mustn't you? Right, okay, which basically all the stuff you see up there, which looks like a boat. You can come around there. It looks like a boat upside down. And all of that, the whole lot, from here upwards, turns. Okay? It rolls around because inside there is a set of rollers, so it can actually roll round. We also have a set of rollers here. Next floor. The grain has to be brought up to this floor, and through here, come around here please. We've got a trapdoor here with leather hinges, and the grain is obviously on a horse cart right on the ground floor, okay, and there are trapdoors on each floor, so that as the rope comes up and it pulls the sack up, it lifts the doors open, because once the sack is through they automatically close. So the miller would always know how far up the mill the grain is, okay, by the number of bangs as the doors come down. If you stand just over here, I've never noticed this before, something I've never noticed before. Remember me telling you about the gear wheel on the outside? You can see the shaft that it's attached to. The rest of the bin as well, so you can just imagine how much grain was stored in there. Okay, there was a little like little trapdoor, for want of a better word, that used to be opened, and this was in position. This would be it wouldn't have to be held physically. It would just sit like that, and the grain would come down here. Okay, and it would be going into through this hopper here, and into underneath a chute there, or shoe. Okay, we'd be laying across here somehow or other. Okay, and if the level of the grain ever dropped, it would ding the bell. Okay, and everyone in the mill would come flying down here, because they would know that in fact the level of the grain had dropped. And the worst thing that could possibly happen to a millstone is when one stone is grinding against the other one. Okay, that way he'd cheat them to start with. He'd cheat the farmer when he bought the grain. He'd cheat the baker when he sold him the flour. All right. But with all honesty, he still did work hard. There to there, so there'd only be half a sail. So the poor old millers and his family would have to climb up here, okay, undo them, go back up, tie them all up, swing it round, do the next one, and by the time they got round to the fourth one, the wind's probably dropped even more, and they've got to do it all over again. Okay, but that was what they called reeving. Okay? It's an old nautical term, and that walkway round the outside is known as the reeving gallery, from where it's all done. Okay, it has to be all the way round, because you never know where the sails are going to be. It could be there, or it could be there, or anywhere else. Okay. At the moment, this gear wheel is not in mesh with the big gear wheel. Okay. What I'm going to do now is to wind it down, and when it's wound down, once this small one is in mesh with the big one, you can see that there will then be turning the millstone above it. So effectively we could have all four millstones turning at the same time. However, you'd never be able to get enough grain up there to you'd never be able to load enough grain up there to fill 4 millstones. So what we think is that they may use 2 for grinding corn and 1 for doing oats, or another one for barley, something like that, that's kept separate. Okay. Now remember, above this there was a wire machine which turned, and anything that got through the wire mesh, okay, was considered flour. Okay. If you covered that with Hessian, open weave Hessian, you would get a good quality flour. But if you covered it with an open weave silk, you would get the best quality flour. I always thought that graffiti was a modern day disease. It's not. Emily Abraham, 18th, 1922. They even had graffiti in those days. Okay.